Okay, so today's June 23rd, 2017. They just released the Ray Tensing verdict as a hung jury. So Ray Tensing gets to walk away a free man. I highly doubt they're going to charge him again or can try to convict him again. So this is what we suspected. This is what I predicted in my last video. Didn't really say it was going to be a hung jury, but you know, we knew the result. He wasn't going to be convicted. I was hoping for at least a manslaughter conviction. I mean, anything's better than nothing. And it's just very frustrating. You know, a very hard day for the DuBose family. I'm looking at tweets from this Bill Hager guy. I believe he's a reporter on WLWT. So here's a tweet from him. DuBose family looks, in my opinion, stunned and angry. Yeah, they should be. And you know who else is stunned and angry? Most people in Cincinnati, most African Americans watching this case. It's mind-blowing to me. And I talk to my friends who are, you know, I have friends of all different races. It's amazing to me how every black person I've talked to thinks that Ray Tensing is a murderer, or at least should be convicted of manslaughter. And it's amazing to me how race can really make us perceive things differently. So then I talk to white people that I'm friends with. Some of them think that he's innocent. Some of them think he's overcharged. That's been a huge theme here regarding this case. He was overcharged with murder. Now, was that intentional by the Dieters, that he knew that no jury could ever convict Ray Tensing of murder? I don't know. I mean, did they really do a lot differently than the last trial that was also a hung jury? Did they really try to make this happen? Did they try to prevent another hung jury? Because I feel like they didn't. It's in the same place. It's a different judge. They found some new jurors. But pretty much everything else was similar to the last one. The venue should have been changed. I think Leslie Giz is a terrible judge, and I think it was very easy for her to declare a mistrial because she has a history. Has a history of being a conservative Republican, and we all know those conservative judges. And I've been down there at the Hamilton County Courthouse. They like cops. So it's funny. One of the judges, Melissa Powers, I was down there, and she would ask every person that was arrested, how did you treat the cops? Were you respectful to the police? And then she would verify with the police. So these conservative judges down there at Hamilton County Courthouse, they're all buddy-buddy with these police officers. So I really don't think Leslie Giz is going to lose much sleep over Ray Tensing, a murderer, walking away without being convicted of anything. It's really disheartening to me. Where do we go from here? Well, clearly the body cameras aren't working. There was a body camera in this one. So many people saw so many different things. Some people saw a murderer. Some people saw manslaughter. You know, some people think he's innocent. So what's the next step? I don't know. I really don't know. I think we need to keep protesting. We need to keep, you know, training police officers better. Some people think we should train civilians better on how to interact with police. The best part about police is we pay them. They're paid through our taxes. They are serving us, protecting and serving. Sam DuBose was not protected. He was killed. That's the thing that blows my mind. You don't get a free pass to kill people if you're a cop, if your life feels threatened. I hope Ray Tensing, I hope he never works again. I mean, I don't think he'll ever be a cop again. He doesn't deserve to be. He deserves to have a miserable life ahead of him. He killed someone. And that's a mean thing to say, but, you know, a person's dead because of his actions. So what's the next step? Better training for police, maybe for civilians, I don't know. So, It's also funny to me how it's pouring down raining in Cincinnati today, and they released the verdict today. Now, the last time the hung jury happened, they released the verdict, I believe, on a Saturday, when downtown is desolate here in Cincinnati. So it's funny to me how the days, both times they've decided to declare a hung jury, one, the weather is horrible, two, the other day, nobody's downtown, it's dead. And another funny thing, they have the canine unit down there at the courthouse to pretty much intimidate protesters. Because, you know, the police, many police officers don't care about our constitutional right to gather together. That's a right. We have a right to assembly. And they have canine units down there intimidating people. So, that's all I have, I guess. It's very frustrating. I'm very disappointed. And I'm sure pretty much 99% of African Americans are disappointed in this decision. We have a huge race problem in our country, whether you want to admit it or not. And I think it's getting better over time. But the police officers have a lot of work to do when it comes to dealing with not only minorities, but the citizens as a whole. We pay your salary. You know what I mean? So, that's all I got for you guys. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't hit that. Thanks.